We are in a very critical stage and we must get it done professionally. This is a very critical period. In this course of Biafra restoration course, we have been faced with so many challenges, different challenges, that so many unforetold things are now playing out. But there is one thing you must know. If you have made yourself available for the devil to use you, or that you have decided to be bought over, know it that lives, so many lives, has been wasted in this course of Biafra restoration project. It is high time you take it upon yourself to become a professional, or you leave the stage for the rest of the people to continue. In this very course of projects of restoration, wives has been turned to widows, children turned to orphans, parents turned to childless. Ones who once have homes are now homeless. The welcomed are on exile. But you has chosen to destroy what we have labored for so many years. Do you know that there were people who has been in prison since the time of Raf Owazurike? Even their people cannot discover them. There were people, IPOB members, who has been held since 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2021. No one can trace them. So many were dropped into the borough pit and they were poured as seed, alive. So many things has happened. And at this very stage, you think or you decide to become a traitor. You become a renegade. You become so indisciplined, so untamed. And because of the little change you may be needing, or because your ways of monetizing Biafrans has been blocked and you decide to sell out. Know it that the blood of Biafrans that has been crying for restoration and freedom of Biafra shall never let you be. Chukwu Okike Abiama shall never let you have peace. Those of you who did not want those on exile to return home again because of your activities, because you are renegading, know it that Allah Biafra will never give you peace. It is high time. If you are not in, please keep yourself out of bond. Stop distracting others. Stop causing a nuisance, whether on off social media. Thinking that you can betray the leadership or you can destroy the leadership. You know, a butterfly will always think itself a bird. But for the fact that millions of people, that this message has been laid as a burden to their heart, this message of liberation, this message of restoration has been laid in their hearts. and many has died. And when they were dying in the hope that the living shall one day restore the cause of Biafra. That one day his or her people shall be justified. There are people languishing in the prison. They are hopeless. Their hope only remains that one day, in the prison where they are locked up, in the darkness where they are locked up, where no one can trace them again, that one day they shall hear the good news that Biafra is restored. And that day they shall see their freedom. But you have forgotten all this, and you stood on your useless vested interest to destroy what you have labored for years. Know it that you are bringing curse, eternal curse upon you, if not upon you and your entire generation. Good evening, wonderful people of Biafrans all over the world, lovers of freedom, wherever you are watching us from. You are with us on Biafra Television Europe. My name is Wanda Jovistar Chichi, and today we are here to look at some trending. Let's take a look at IPOB press release on the 23rd of July 2024. Purported military dislodge of ESN camp at Okigwe, Isiukwato are lies and propaganda, IPOB. The great family and movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, led by the great and indefatigable leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which stood among the fallacious and fabricated propaganda peddled by the Nigerian government and her military, that they dislodged IPOB ESN camp at Okigwe, Imo State, and Isiukwato in Abia State. IPOB ESN has severally disassociated ourselves from the so-called camps at Okigwe and Isiukwato, including Osu, Olu, and Osumo, at the Nigerian Army and Nigerian police always claimed to have dislodged IPOB ESN operatives from. Though the Nigerian security forces are much aware that the criminals operating those camps are their sponsored infiltrators claiming to be Liberation Army. Yet the Nigerian Army maliciously claim that those people are IPOB ESN operatives. These criminals have no relationship with IPOB movements nor ESN operatives. But the Nigerian government keep pushing the same wrong narrative against IPOB. In the first place, the objective of recruiting the criminals was to use them to infiltrate and destroy the genuine self-determination agitation championed by IPOB. However, the pressure from IPOB leadership and media warriors forced the infiltrators to abandon their false claim of being ESN to their real identity as infiltrators with the code name of Biafra Liberation Army. IPOB demands that the Nigerian government and Nigerian Army and police call those they attacked and dislodged their camps, their names, and leave IPOB and ESN alone. IPOB for the plans by the Nigerian government recruited criminals to infiltrate IPOB and ESN. These criminals were used in committing heinous crimes against Biafrans, such as kidnapping for ransom, enforcement of false seat at home, car snatching, and assassination of persons just to blackmail IPOB movement. Hope Uzodima's government held a secret negotiation with those recruited and sponsored criminals to drop their weapons. When these criminals refused to hand over their weapons, the Nigerian government declared war. Pardon me, please. Nigerian government declared war on them and started dislodging them from their camps. Instead of the Nigerian security agencies to call these criminals by their rightful name or names, they maliciously call them IPOB ESN, just to continue the propaganda and blackmail against genuine Biafran agitation led by IPOB and its leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Nigerian military cannot claim ignorance or not knowing the difference between the genuine IPOB ESN and their sponsored criminals. However, desperation to damage the reputation of the hallowed image of IPOB is driving them to dish out frivolous propaganda and charges against us. These state-sponsored criminal elements these state-sponsored criminals are among the criminal elements that ESN operatives are confronting in their efforts to keep Biafra land peaceful. ESN operatives are not happy with the activities of these infiltrators in Biafra land. The Nigerian government and their murderous security agencies must understand that Biafra agitation is still peaceful and can't be provoked into violence and criminality. Since the formation of ESN in 2020, no operative of ESN has been killed for any involvement in criminal activities. The Nigerian government and security agencies should stop funding and fueling insecurity in Biafra land, particularly in the southeast region. IPOB and ESN will never be intimidated by the use of brutal force. IPOB's agitation for self-determination and the UN-supervised referendum are lawful. The Nigerian government should give Biafrans the chance to exercise their fundamental constitutional rights via a referendum. And we will drop our agitation. Anything short of this demand is a waste of time and resources. Written and signed by Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB. Wonderful viewers, I still remain Mwada Jovistar Chichi. In this press release, we are seeing that the Nigerian government and her security agencies are still doing what they know how to do best, playing the game of using their sponsored agents and infiltrators to continue to blackmail IPOB and ESN. On several occasions, IPOB has dismissed the propaganda of the Nigerian security agencies that they destroyed ESN camp in Olo, in Abia, in Imo State, the camps in Osumo, the camp in Osu, Osihituokwa. It's not that they don't know that these camps never belonged to IPOB. Even one of those camps was boldly written who owns that camp. Their name was boldly written on the entrance of that camp. But they continue saying, oh, it is IPOB, oh, it is IPOB. And the beginning of their infiltration, the infiltrator tried to change his own name to ESN. And when he failed, he decided to come up with the name Liberation Army. And Nigerian government and her agencies know it very well that that IPOB never launched an army. What IPOB launched is Eastern Security Network, which their role and objective were spelled out. The Nigerian government knew the role or the main function of ESN. But because they are always looking for a way to continue tarnishing the image of IPOB, they will sponsor the infiltrators. They will discover where they are. They will even be, they were the one arming them because they sponsor them. They know them by their names. So why are they afraid of mentioning them by their names? Even when they will do the evil, and they will still boast about it. They will post it on their X accounts. They will broadcast it even before they launch their impunity. They will broadcast it. And Nigerian army will come up with misinformation that they dislodged and they caught ESN members. And you know, these people, these infiltrators, you know, they are on oath that once they are captured, just say that you are a member of ESN. Just say that you are a member of ESN. The infiltrators, they know they are not working for IPOB. They know they are not IPOB members. They know they are not members of ESN. But the Nigerian government keep parading them as IPOB, as ESN members. Why the truth is there in the open. When the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, had meeting with them, who did he have meeting with? Did he have meeting with IPOB commanders, ESN commanders? Did he have the meeting with IPOB members? He knew the people he had meeting with. So why are they finding it so difficult? They are doing so because they are the sponsors of the infiltrators. Because they thought by infiltrating IPOB, that is the way they will destroy IPOB. But unfortunately for them, they couldn't succeed because the more they try to break us, the more we are getting enforced. The more they are trying to destroy us, the more the agitation. Their guns and bullets are no longer nothing to us. Sending us to prison is not deterring us. Labeling us terrorists, they couldn't succeed. They tried all they could using media houses to label IPOB. Funny enough, that British corporation, whatever, they are no longer, oh, IPOB terrorists, IPOB proscribed, IPOB this, IPOB that. Because IPOB have taught them lessons. They have taught them how to do their professions very well. Today, where is that corporation board? They've gone to oblivion. So, parading members of Liberation Army or whatever army they call themselves, who will always claim what happened in even in Gaza and what happened in Iraq or what happened wherever, and claim, shamefully claim, oh, when Liberation Army meets terrorist Nigeria, your Liberation Army is the same terrorist with the Nigerian terrorist army. And shamefully, news that is on the net, you will think that you can blind or you can blindfold people to speak to your gullible followers that this is what your destruction army has done. So shameless. Boko Haram will destroy people in the north. He will claim it. Parts of Ukraine will be destroyed. He will claim it. Anywhere that it happened, he will claim it. And those fools will be jumping up and down, clapping for him. Anywhere he sees a white man at the corner of the street, oh, he will give a handshake and snap a picture and post, and they will be jumping up. Oh, he's meeting this army today, he's meeting the army tomorrow. He's meeting the UNN, he's meeting not just UN, probably UNN. Maybe the vice chancellor of UNIZIC. And he will snap picture and he will post. IPOB is known as a non-violent organization. We are armless. We only have our flags and the internet to propel the gospel of freedom. And they know that this is what we do. I want to talk a little bit about discipline. IPOB leadership has upgraded the IPOB code of conduct. In case if you do not know, ask your coordinator of moral code of conduct. You see, the society we are in today has lost moral, and some people were born with indiscipline genetically. You know, there is nothing you can do to them for them to become disciplined. And every indisciplined person is always unruly. They can never be subordinated. They can never be tamed. They can never follow rules and regulations. They want to be on their own because they are unruly. They want to do whatever they like or whatever they feel that they want to do. And indiscipline has consequences. Watch anybody that is indisciplined. That person is characterized with some ill behaviors and attitude. Any indisciplined person, look at that person very well, is either the person is cheating, or the person is lying, or the person is blackmailing, or the person is misinforming people, or the person is a criminal. And whenever they cannot be allowed to carry out their criminal activities, you see them, they begin to revolt. They become rebels. They begin to foster lies, claiming that they know what they are doing. In IPOB, we don't tolerate indiscipline. In IPOB, immoral conducts are forbidden. And I said it the other time that the cause of this agitation or the cause of restoration project is not a one-man's show. This is a project that is being carried by more than 70 million people across the globe. It is a collective interest that could only be achieved by a collective effort. There is no way an eye could say to the nose, I am more important than you. The mouth cannot say to the tongue, oh, I speak better than you. The hand cannot say to the legs, oh, I'm busier than you. all the senses of the body or all the body parts are required for a complete function. But if you feel that, oh, without you, Biafra shall not be restored, please leave the track. Kindly leave the track. You can't hold a baton and refuse to give it to the next person. That is wickedness. That is wickedness. Run your kilometers and give the baton to the next person. You can just go into the field and be resting. Maybe in the next relay, you will be called. You can't take the baton and run past the person that you're supposed to give it to. You can't hold the baton and be running backwards. Same thing like a football. You want to play alone and score alone so that the world will clap for you. It is not a one-man show. Remove anybody you think that is irremovable or irresistible. IPOB will march forward. You know, our people will say, you know, eke ụtụtụ afro ndị kwụ ọtọ or ebe ndị tukwu ọdụ. There are many that are ready for the race. Please, respect yourself, respect IPOB leadership, and pack yourself very well. If you are using your car and you have used it for years, and you see that your car or whatever has been disappointing you, is either you pack it or Ilesi and Dimbuka. Imagine everything that is going on in Nigeria today. IPOB used to make a press statement on daily basis. The lies of the media, the lies, the propaganda of the Nigerian state, the propaganda of the military. So many things coming up every day in the zoo. And the man that says that he's for Biafra restoration cannot see anything to speak about what is to be coming, to be yapping rubbish, gibberish. You behave like a madman on social media in the name of proving truth, in the name of speaking the truth. Who are you speaking the truth to? When you know that you are filled with lies and venom. This race is meant for those without vested interest. We don't care about when you started. People has remained in these years as old as 10, 12 years. Those that started with Wazirike that joined us, you know how many years they have served. So we don't care about what you have done, because we have not reached our goal. Until we reach our goal, then you come and tell us your contributions. And I want to move away from that to the continuous brewing protest that is planned to come up on the 1st of August. I want to bring what Bayo Ononoga said against IPOB, P2B, and their obedient movement. You know, they always claim that their obedient movement are the same IPOB members. You know, they will nickname us this, nickname us that, nickname us this. IPOB is a terrorist group. IPOB is a liberation army. IPOB is this. IPOB is that. IPOB is a P2B. P2B is a Biafra. Biafra is a obedient movement. Bayo Ononoga is the special advisor on information and strategy to President Mohamed Tinubu, or President Ahmed Tinubu anyway. In his tweet, he alleged that the supporters of P2B, IPOB, and even P2B himself has planned to cause mayhem across the country, and that P2B should be held responsible for anarchy. And I began to wonder, in the first place, you see, when I saw his post on X, you see, immediately I remembered Femi Adesina, and I was thinking, what post was he holding? And I remember that Femi Adesina was the special advisor on media and publicity during Mohamed Buhari regime. And I also remembered Lai Mohammed. So, and I was thinking, I said, I remember Lai Mohammed was the minister for communication and, minister for information. And I don't know, those names were just running into my head at the center. I also remember Isa Ali Pantami. I remembered him. He was the minister for communication and digital economy. And he was a terrorist sympathizer. So I was asking myself, this group of people, or this set of people, where and are information, communication, is there anything wrong with them? Why can't they inform the people that they are leading? Must it be a person that we always disinform or misinform the society, that they will always give that position? Were they being sent to school of lies and disinformation? Why are these men not being patriotic? Why are they not ashamed that they've lost integrity in the society? Why have they refused to be leaders? When the Femi Adesina was there, it was one lie after another, one propaganda after another. Lai Mohammed, we can't even talk about him. Everybody knew him, that he was the father of all lies. And now, the man who by his name, call himself Bayo Ononuga, has also come. Probably he has not been noticed by Nigerians as the special advisor on information. And now he chose to make a noise so that people will know that he's there. You see, Bayo Ononuga, I would describe him as a typical politician who will always place or who places their egocentric interest over a popular opinion. You see, from time to time, you see them speaking from both sides of their mouth. I went to check about this man very well, and I discovered that this man supported the protest against Goodluck Jonathan. He was among those who were carrying coffin portraits of Goodluck Jonathan and protested for days. He supported that protest. And now, as a leader without integrity, who will always breed the culture of dishonesty and disillusion to the society, a man that lack honor, he jumped out just to accuse IPOB so that probably his name can make waves. But little did he know that IPOB is no longer afraid of propaganda or their blackmailing or their accusations. Bayo Ononuga knew it very well that IPOB is never interested in probably their one Nigeria. He knew that IPOB is moving forward, marching ahead to make sure that Nigerian state is disintegrated. I mean, what made this man of no integrity to think that IPOB is interested in their probably new Nigeria? Who told him? Did IPOB in any way vote Tinubu to power? Did IPOB in any way show interest in your campaigns or in your election? So how come IPOB will come to remove a man or to come, to come and protest against the man that they never voted in? Are we protesting or planning this protest that tomorrow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come to contest for president of Nigeria? Probably he will become a IPOB presidential candidate, or that Mazi Chike Dozim will come to contest for, I don't know, which probably Mbitolu senatorial candidates. Or tomorrow we will vote in, we will ask Mazi Chinasanwori to come and contest for local government chairman. or for state Abia State governor. They knew that we are not interested. But because these are the men who have chosen to misguide, to misdirect, to be responsible and to be accountable to the society, instead of tackling the problem, the challenges that is facing the Nigerian state or the country, they will be seeking whom to blame, where to place their blame. It is this very party that I have seen that there is nothing like opposition party any longer. I remember in Nigeria then, there used to be opposition party. I remember when in 1954 that NCNC was the opposition party to the ruling party NPC. In 1984, NPP was the opposition party to NPN. In 1993, NRC was the opposition party to SDP. In 1999, AD was the opposition party to PDP. In 2007, ANPP was the opposition party to PDP. Then, in 2013, APC emerged. Everything changed. There was no longer a political major shakeup. There was nothing like opposition party. What you see is the oppositions merging together, both the so-called governors, the parliament members or the representative or the senators. You see them defecting from the ruling party to another party. Even those in a supposed opposition party, you see them moving from one place to another, from one party to another. So instead of opposition parties now to hold the ruling government, instead of them to be questioning them and hold them accountable to the public, instead of them to oppose the ruling party so that the mistakes or their mistakes can be fixed, it is IPOB today. IPOB. IPOB has become to the politicians an opposition party. I don't know if IPOB is a political party in Nigeria. I don't know if IPOB is registered as a political party in Nigeria. Femi Adesina, oh, it was IPOB. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu. Lai Mohammed, morning, night, they will sleep. And once they remember Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, sleep will disappear from their eyes. They become sleepless. And they begin to attack IPOB. Instead of attacking the ruling government, instead of holding them accountable, fix their country. Fix their country. No, it is IPOB. Morning, IPOB. Afternoon, IPOB. Evening, IPOB. Even when IPOB has no interest in either your old or your new country, IPOB is not interested. And Bayo Ononoga and his likes, you know, who have removed the garment of honor have forgotten that the government that brought him to office is a government that came to power by fraud. A government in a broad daylight stole ballot boxes. A government that disenfranchised people. And these same people will come up tomorrow to tell you that there is unity in diversity. You see their lies. Be with these people, no. Let them to go, no. So we said we don't want you. We want to leave. But you refuse that we will stay with you, and you refuse to allow us to leave. And because you know the type of government that brought you to power, you refuse to speak truth to the power. You refuse to tell Mr. President that Nigerians are dying of hunger. You refuse to tell Mr. President that inflation is rising every minute, hourly, no longer on daily basis. In Nigeria today, we don't talk about unemployment any longer. Akwa onye lijuru afọ na-achịgharị fire. Ọ ibulu ọnụ na-achịgharị fire. Iji achọ ọrụ. You are the special advisor on information and whatever. And you cannot advise Mr. President that, look, this country is too much for one man to handle. Why not give these people referendum? All we are asking for is a referendum. Why not advise Mr. President on that? Mr. Special Advisor, are you telling me that you don't know about the exorbitant cost of food prices in today's market? But because you want to be seen as maybe from special advisor, you'll be given SSA. That's why you will tell Mr. President, oh, it is IPOB. IPOB is coming against you. Mr. Special Advisor, where were you in the month of February when a protest on hardship was conducted against Mr. President in Ibadan, in some places in the north? This time around, it is not just only IPOB that does not have interest on your protest, but the Igbos in general are not interested. Our interest is the referendum. Our interest is dissolution of Nigeria. Nigerians, we Igbos, we know that we do not have a place in Nigeria. And that reminds me that this is what these backstabbers and blackmailers should first of all hit at the back of their mind, that Igbos, Biafrans, IPOBs have no place in the place called Nigeria. Have it at the back of your mind before your madness is taking over the internet. Remember it. Let it always echo in your ears that we have no place in the country called Nigeria. And if you always remember that, you will keep your madness, you will hide it, you will shame yourself. Probably you visit a psychiatrist to take care of you, instead of committing nuisance on the social media in the name of speaking your useless and you're blackmailing truths. How can IPOB go and protest in a place you have no, in a country you have no place? Is it that in 2017 they are already campaigning for that? Okay, as they say that is obedient movement is IPOB. That they think that those people will go back again to get their voters card to come out again to say they are voting. Voting for who? Voting for who? Do your vote count? So why are we interested in the protest? Why do you think in the first place that we are interested? Mr. Bayo Ononoga, please look for better things to talk about so that you can fix yourself for a higher position and not falsely accusing IPOB without any proof. Did IPOB leadership have any meeting with you to discuss the protest? Even when the convener of a revolution now is trying to lure IPOB and Biafrans to their protest by using the caption, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally now and dislodge or dismantle the police and army checkpoints in the eastern region. Yet we refuse to be deceived because IPOB is not fighting for a better Nigeria. And we can never fight for a better Nigeria. Our quest is disintegration. Our quest is give us referendum. And that will take us to the next trending. I don't know if some people, I know that many of us has been following the tweets or the expos of the present Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal team, watching what he posts all the time. Now, according to his ex post on Wednesday, 23rd of July 2024, he posted that 180 members of the House of Reps have adopted a motion moved by Honorable Obi Agosha calling for the immediate release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that report was on ABN TV. You see, immediately I saw that post, I remembered how this man started. And I was saying to myself, this man is seriously playing a mind's game. You see, one problem that that man is having is that for the fact that he has betrayed those who are capable of releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally, he is now stopped. You know, he started moving like a ship in a turbulent sea. You know, what he planned or what they agreed on is no longer what he's seeing. Bolumonwa can take on. Remove them and you will be released. He rushed out to file an application for release on bail. It was dismissed. He came out. After turning round, around, around, and round. According to him, that he reminded the judge to invoke Section 7 of the Constitution, that he has the power to invoke it. Negotiation. And he kept people busy with that. As it was as if his boat is capsizing, he rushed out. Oh, 50 members of the House has adopted the motion to visit President Tinubu to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He kept people busy with that. He continued playing his game with his employers, the Nigerian government and the DSS. He continued as if that, as he discovered that he was busted. Oh, he began to shout, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fainting. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is dying. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is breathless. But this was a man who will always come to oppose. And he always come to counter that, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is healthy. And they will show us the pictures of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu where he was always whining and dining. And now he has come to tell us that 180 members of the House of Reps have adopted a motion that was moved by Obi Agocha to for immediate release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I laughed. And I said, so this is how this man wants to be keeping people busy by one useless post to another. Pardon me, please. Hmm. I apologize for this little technical glitch, please. So you see, the tactics that this man has decided to apply is to keep people busy or to continue making them to think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out today, not even tomorrow. All you see he is doing is their planned game. Is their planned game. But I'm sure that by now that they have seen it, that keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention, on illegal detention, is even fueling the agitation for Biafra. And this is a project that we have sworn that we must achieve. And IPOB must achieve the actualization of Biafra. We are all over the world. We are across the globe. If only the Nigerian states and their agendas could understand that all we share is nothing but ideology, they wouldn't have continued wasting their time. If keeping us in the prison could discourage us, we wouldn't have continued till now. They burnt down our houses and made us homeless. Yet, we are not discouraged. Guns and bullets, ammunitions did not discourage us. Is it propaganda and blackmailing that will discourage us? Nothing. So, let's the so-called present lead counsel, according to him, he calls himself because that's just what he wanted to achieve. Just like one fool wanted to achieve the crime minister, you know, that's all he wanted to achieve, to answer a lead counsel. But he is an agendist. They should understand that ideology cannot be killed. There are millions of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu scattered across the globe. Even the unborn ones probably could even become more aggressive if Biafra is not restored today. Every Biafran is born with that ideology. It cannot be taken away. So, keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody cannot discourage us. The more you keep him there, The more the media talk about him, the more history is written about him, the more the four corners of the earth is getting the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. And the more the generations to come will read about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. IPOB is not afraid to die for Biafra to come. IPOB is not afraid to go to jail for Biafra to come. IPOB mean no harm to the country Nigeria. All we are saying is that we are not comfortable in your country. Allow us to go. Referendum. And that's the message I have for us today, because we can always continue another time. I still want to encourage Biafrans to make a choice for yourself, just like Joshua told the Israelites. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we always say it, that for him, himself and his family, they will serve Chukwu Okike Abiama. Make a decision for yourself whom you are going to be listening to, whom you are going to be following. Not when you hear cheer, 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 you begin to cheer. What are you cheering? You begin to comment. And what are you commenting? You begin to applaud indiscipline. You begin to applaud disloyalty. Disassociate yourself from any infectious organism that can destroy your ideology. And also, do not forget to download BTV on your X, on Instagram, on Facebook. Download IPOB Community Radio. Download IPOB Radio Biafra London. Always seek your information from the right source. Stop listening to anything that can be destructive to your mind and your thoughts. This leadership has been standing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu since his kidnap and extraordinary rendition to Nigeria. All the time he has been held illegal in DSS dungeon. This leadership has been standing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they have proven themselves as men of integrity, and they are patriots to this Biafran project. Discipline yourself, design what you listen to, design whom you discuss with, design whom you talk to. And if they have taught you the bad habits of recording people when the opposite when the person or when the person discussing with you does means no harm, you record for evil purposes, and keep it the day you will use it to crucify those whose hands are clean. You use it for the execution of the innocent. Remember that any fruit or seed you sow, that definitely you must surely reap. Anybody you see that is fighting the leadership, saying what they do not know or what they ought not to say, ask that person, has your means of monetization blocked? When you see them speaking, they speak money, 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 money. Just like infiltrators, we always say, come and give them, come and be accountable to them. You see, check your zone, check your units, check those members who will always challenge their coordinators to come and do an account for them. Check their records. For years, they have not paid their monthly dues. For years. They have not even paid any due, either ESN, nothing. They have made no contribution. But they will always be the first to challenge their coordinators. Hey, you must make an account. Hey, you must make this. Hey, you must make that. What have they contributed? Nothing. And also, I want to remind us that tomorrow, on Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Biafra time, that our General Commander Agone Chamber, Mazi China Sanworu, will be hosted live here on Biafra Television Europe. Thank you, wonderful viewers. Thank you, lovers of freedom. Thank you, as many that has been supporting ESN. Thank you, as many who have disciplined themselves and remain within the ambit of IPOB code of conduct. And from here, it is good night.